sunset. So the worst time and there's no illume.
Oh, sweet.
So there's no moon. And we get in there, and so I'm rolling through strike frequencies, and I finally, my smart pack, and I finally find one, and I get on it, and it explodes. And I've got 2 JTACs and this White Lightning Bravo guy, and they're all screaming, troops in contact, danger close, and I've got to make a choice because I can only support one of them. And that's when I decide this White Lightning Bravo, dude, like I can tell by his voice, like it's not good.
Yeah. He's having a bad night. Yep.
He's having a really bad night. And I go, okay, we're going to him. You guys need to clear off this frequency. So, and no kidding, he's pretty much like, hey, ECAS. So I know he's not qualified JTAC. And he goes, we got heavy machine guns and mortars, troops in the open, 700 meters south of our position. I need bombs on target cleared hot. And I'm like, that's not going to work.
You got to give me a little more, bud.
Because you're looking down in the abyss and there's just tracers flying everywhere because we have fielded 3 Army battalions on the ground. And, again, not known at the time, I would know later, there's 37 different JTACs out there and they're all in different frequencies. There's no ASOC because the ASOC is at Bagram and they have no line of sight communications to the valley. They have no SAT, they have no HF. And so they're blind. They're all just doing their own thing. So every time something hits, 3 JTACs are saying troops in contact, which they are. And so there was no coordination. There was no C2. And so we start working through this problem set. So my immediate problem set is this kid is probably 18-year-old with a rifle with 10th Mountain Division.
And a radio.
Right. And I said to him, I go, can you pull a grid for me? No. I go, do you have any marking devices? No, because I find out later, like if you read all the literature, these guys hit the ground, and because the enemy was not where it was supposed to be, and it was 10 times the size of what it was supposed to be, they were in the low ground, right? You don't have to be an infantry officer go to TBS to know you don't want the low ground.
No.
So they got the high ground. So as soon as they got off the helicopters during the air assault operation, they were dumping gear because they were scrambling for cover. And so they had no pointers or lasers or any of this stuff. And so I was like, dude, I can't just drop 500-pound airbursts. And at the time, because airbursts were still, we hadn't spent the time to Seek Eagle. So for your listeners, Seek Eagle is who takes a weapon and tells us what the risk estimate distances are, right? So 0.1%, probability of incapacitation of a dude who's laying on the ground, prone in heavy weather gear, right?
Yeah.
And we all know what those numbers mean. Well, we had no numbers for airburst. They had never Seek Eagled the airburst fuse. And so we were ballparking at the time. You didn't want to get within 1,000 meters